Very big news. Very, very big news for the entire cryptocurrency space, to be honest. Futurama is back, and they're talking about Bitcoin. Cool. I love Futurama. That show is hilarious. But that's not the big news, of course. No, PayPal's the big news, man. PayPal. PayPal is launching a stablecoin. Now, that's pretty big news. Stablecoins, of course, have been one of the most popular use cases for cryptocurrencies. So now, PayPal, one of the biggest financial service companies in the United States, they are bringing out a stablecoins, PYUSD. PYUSD. Designed for payments, backed by highly liquid and secure assets. So backed by US Treasury bills and stuff like that, right? You're able to buy, sell, hold, transfer PYUSD. This is very exciting. So in a few weeks, we're going to see this rolling out. And of course, once that starts rolling out, you get the Curve Finance pools launching and all that kind of stuff. It'll start being plugged into DeFi, et cetera, et cetera. You watch, it's going to happen. But this is a very big deal because PayPal's a beast of a company, if you will. And to see them getting in is crazy. As Matt Hugin from the CIO of Bitwise points out, largest U.S. asset manager going after Bitcoin ETFs in 2023, largest U.S. fintech company going after stablecoins. Now, PayPal has been in the crypto game for a little while. PayPal's not totally new to crypto. Remember back in 2020, PayPal got people very excited about crypto when they started letting people buy Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I think it was like Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin or something like that on PayPal. And then slowly but surely, we saw more services implemented over time regarding cryptocurrencies, but a stable coin, that's big business, man. Right now, as an example, Tether, they're the biggest issuer of stablecoins. And by the way, the PayPal USD stablecoins have been issued by Paxos, who previously issued the BUSD stablecoin, but they got ordered to stop issuing the BUSD stablecoin. The PYUSD is literally the same thing because it's the Paxos dollar coin. It's kind of crazy. Again, mafia-like stuff going on here. But Tether, stablecoins. See, stablecoins are a big business, and not a lot of people fully understand the stablecoin business. Basically, you take your money and you give it to, let's say, PayPal in this situation. PayPal is going to take the $1 billion that we all give them to use PYUSD, and they're going to take that and not give you anything for it except for a digital dollar token, which is nice. But they're going to take your actual dollars and they're going to put them into US Treasury bonds and different stuff like this, and they're going to make a truckload of money off of it. Tether right now, remember, when you hold a USDT dollar token, you're not getting any yield on it. It's just a dollar sitting on your blockchain wallet. They make a lot of money off that, though. So you're not making any yield off USDT unless you risk it in DeFi or whatever it might be. They're making truckloads of money off short-term US Treasury bills and other things that they put their actual cash into. In fact, Tether's been making so much money that they've invested, what is it, $170 million in Bitcoin in the last quarter? That's a lot of money. That's all just from profits off of holding our cash, and we get the stable coins. Stable coins are big business. And of course, they're a very popular use case. As we covered the other day, people in, went to Africa. I think they were in Kenya and was it Uganda? Maybe Nigeria. Anyway, they went to a couple countries in Africa and they talked to people and basically everybody said, we're using stable coins. Yeah, we maybe use Bitcoin or something once in a while. We're mostly using stable coins, because that lets them get Forex, that lets them do payments and transfers and all this kind of stuff. It's big. The use case is big. This is one of the killer apps of the entire cryptocurrency space. So it's very crazy. And of course, it's not just PayPal. This is what's so exciting. We're seeing Visa getting into the stablecoin space. Remember, we've covered a lot of stories about them working with USDC, for example. Coinbase, of course, big in the USDC space as well. We're seeing new novel stablecoin concepts come out all the time. It's getting big. It's only going to get bigger. And of course, which blockchain did PayPal decide to use? Ethereum. Although I imagine this is probably going to go off to a layer 2 at some point. That's my guess here. We are going to see this move off to a layer 2. Maybe it's going to be Coinbase's layer 2. Maybe they're going to launch their own layer 2. Maybe they're going to work with Arbitrum or Optimism. Remains to be seen exactly how that's going to play out. But my guess would be they're going to move off to a layer 2 just for lower fees and less friction for the average users here. But still a damn big deal if you ask me. Now, before we get into some of the big numbers behind PayPal here, just a reminder, if you're not signed up to the Wealth Mastery newsletter yet, you gotta get signed up. It's the best damn newsletter in crypto. Every single week, my team and I, we spend probably about 40 hours a week writing this crazy good newsletter for you. It comes to your inbox 3 times per week. We talk about altcoins, including lots of alpha on altcoins. Talk about airdrops, big money-making airdrops. We talk about DeFi, NFTs, what's going on in the market, the latest news, and much, much more. And it's free. Link down below in the description, or you can go to thewealthmastery.io. Again, thewealthmastery.io, and get signed up. You can also check out all of our free content over there. We have a free beginner's guide on the website. You can browse through our previous reviews of altcoins and all that kind of stuff. So go and check it out. It's a great resource. Now, as Alex Kruger points out here, well, many people in crypto hate PayPal with a passion, and for good reason. Remember, PayPal's all about censorship. We've covered over the years different censorship stories from PayPal, and they're all about shutting people's accounts down who don't agree with them, and they've been anti-crypto, and then they were pro-crypto. So, it's a bit of one of those relationships with PayPal over time. But as Alex points out, this could bring millions of people into DeFi with their stable coins. So imagine all those people who have PayPal accounts. They can now just easily switch their dollars over into blockchain dollars, PYUSD, and they can take it out and find interesting novel yield use cases and all this kind of stuff. It's a big deal. PayPal has 400 million active users. We've seen so many big companies getting into crypto recently. It's absolutely insane. Of course, again, PayPal's been here for a while. We're seeing all kinds of big use cases right now, all kinds of things happening. And I know the charts don't really reflect that in terms of there's no price mini right now. It's because the retail herd hasn't shown up yet. But look at what's being built. Big picture stuff. Just because no one's showed up to pump our bags yet doesn't mean stuff's not being built in the background that's going to make this coming bull run the biggest, craziest bull run yet. 400 million active users just got a major fiat on and off ramp for cryptocurrencies. This is the biggest announcement ever for fiat on ramps and off ramps, for people to frictionlessly move in and out of crypto. Because think about this. If you already got your bank account linked up to your PayPal account, or you've got your credit card or your PayPal debit card, right? PayPal does debit cards. You get your PYUSD from whatever e-commerce store you have or whatever, and you take that, you put it in PYUSD, you put it in Curve Finance or something like that. You make 10, 15, 20% on it with token incentives and all that stuff throughout the year. You bring it back, and you can bring it out to your bank account super easy. I mean, this is, again, a massive on-off ramp for the entire industry. 400 million active users is nothing to sneeze at. As Ethan here points out, over the last 30 days, Ethereum peaked at 556,000 active addresses. That's the 30-day moving average of that. Again, PayPal has over 400 million users. PayPal has 782 times more users than Ethereum. If only 1% of PayPal's users onboard to crypto through this stablecoin, just 1%, that will result in 8 times more DeFi users. That's crazy. We only need 1% adoption from this PayPal story to bring huge amounts of money into the market, to bring huge amounts of new users into the market. This is very exciting. And of course, this is, again, why we need to see PayPal integrating layer 2s, because if it just stays on if it just stays on the main Ethereum chain, we're going to see all these people being like, oh, yeah, this is great. I'm going to take my PayPal stablecoins and go and do something on Ethereum. And then it's going to be like, that's going to be $200 in gas fees. And they're going to be like, screw that, man, which is rightful reaction. That's how you should react to paying those kind of money in gas fees. PayPal needs to integrate with layer 2s and needs to do it very, very quickly for this project to really be successful, in my opinion. Now, there's also been some controversy. Of course, there's been controversy. There's also been some controversy around the PayPal USD coin. As Bitcoin Culture points out, PayPal has been known to randomly freeze accounts and hold people's money hostage. It's all over the internet. Again, we just covered that. It's very true. It's happened many, many times. Their newly launched PayPal USD stablecoin features a built-in asset protection function, which can erase your balance in 2 transactions. It can freeze your coins. It can also wipe the frozen assets off of your account. Now, that's very centralized in terms of its control mechanisms. And you might be going, well, this is terrible. I'm going to use other stable coins. Basically, every major stablecoin has that function. Now, this is usually used for hacks. So whenever there's a big hack, Tether can come in and say, hey, we're going to freeze that money so that the hacker can't use it anymore. USDC comes in and say, hey, we're going to freeze that money so the hacker can't use it anymore. And that's cool. That's a use case that people can jive with. But there's a problem of a centralized command. Basically, somebody somewhere can shut it off. And this is the risk reward of using stablecoins. And there are stablecoins, there are decentralized options that don't do that. But this is what PayPal is going to do. Of course, PayPal is going to do it because PayPal has to be compliant with banking laws. I'm not surprised that they're going to have to do this. And this is something that's not going to affect 99.9999% of users. And if people start getting censored for their opinions from PayPal, which PayPal has done on their centralized platform before, where they start doing that kind of malarkey on chain, I think you'll see people drop the PayPal USD stablecoin real quick, because Tether, for all of its faults, you can say whatever the heck you want about Tether, about political opinions, about aliens or religion or whatever. Tether doesn't really care, but they will step in when like money's been hacked on chain. I don't think to this date there has been an example of Tether sort of arbitrarily censoring somebody's transactions or freezing their USDT or USDC even doing the same. They've only intervened in those kind of situations as mentioned. PayPal's got a lot to prove here because they have a history of censorship. Will they let their on-chain stablecoin run free or not? Let me know your opinion, of course, in the comment section if you think PayPal will be able to resist the powers that be and not censor on-chain opinions.